So first of all, when I was evicted, you hugged me and you said, you saw me at Praise birthday and you said hi. I think I'm not sure, but I think we've seen another time. Even when you were disqualified, I commented on your page. And I'm like, I wish you all the best. So it's obvious that I actually have never had anything against you. So I'm not understanding where the whole friction is coming from, because there has never been anything.
When did you notice the friction?
Funny enough, outside the house, the friction has always been with her fan base. Any little thing, she's bitter. And I don't know if it has to do with, okay, I'm expressing myself. I can express myself. It doesn't mean I'm bitter. If I'm bitter, I would have said, oh, you're disqualified, or oh, you're this, those kind of things. No, I'm just giving you instances. Okay. But I didn't do that. I did the exact opposite. Because it's really confusing. And your fans don't help matters, because they've insulted me. I'll never do well. I'll never amount to anything. And I have all the receipts. And it's really sad, Erica, because you don't even want them or tell them, don't do this. It's actually really sad.
You've never seen truth is, don't insult anybody in my name.
I don't check. The truth is,
so
let me finish.
This is the truth. You're saying I have lying, my fans, really?
Yeah.
Stick to the truth now.
Okay, so just before I go to her now, let me just be clear. You're saying her fan base. Is there anything from her since she came out of the house that made you feel like she has given you certain energy?
Funny enough, no. That's why I'm shocked at how she's behaving now.
Okay, just wanted to clear that up. So, like she said, when she left, you hugged her and all of that. But as she's speaking, you're also referencing kid and what was in her head and how that might have been a thing and all of that. Why is there this energy outside the house?
Because when I came out, I saw interviews where she was talking about me and kid having sex or doing stuff and saying, okay, but implying, didn't you?
I said things happen.
You had your media around.
It could be you kissing, it could be anything.
Okay, but I'm just wondering, your media around is supposed to market yourself, okay? But you made it about me and kid. I wonder why.
That's not true.
I watched it now, and I was wondering why. She said, I've seen Erica and Kid doing bad things.
And that was all.
Okay, but why? What's your business?
That doesn't mean I'm making it about you, and that was only the time I was asked for just that Miss Vic or something. That was it.
But why?
So if you're keeping that in your head, you should have told me. But what's
You're not my friend, so why would I? There's no point.
The thing is, from what I'm saying now, they are grudges. Then I'm wondering, when you saw me at Praise birthday, why did you not say hi? If you had...
Do we say anything more than hi? Just hi, bye. I saw you carrying face and I'm like, we're happy here. This is a birthday party. So, hi, Watoni. If I didn't say hi to you, would you have said hi to me?
I would have. I would have. We don't have issues. I mean, as I said, the last few weeks,
you're not even someone that have issues because we don't even have much to talk about. The thing is,
the more reason why we should not have issues right now.
Exactly.
So your fan base, I don't know.
Stop talking about my fan base. I am Erica, okay? Have you ever seen me saying anything about you or saying you will never do well? If people have said that, okay, I'm sorry about that, but I didn't say that, and I've come out to tweet, don't ever insult anybody in my name. I've said that, so don't ever say I did not want my fans. Stick to the truth. And you are the one that brought up Kid right now, so I don't have a problem with concerning Kid. I have a problem with you talking about me in your media rounds and not saying positive things.
Because I was asked about you.
Wait, let me get to that. So you hugged her, she left the house, you hugged her, you came out
and I came out and then I saw it, I'm like, this was
so your last memory of her,
friends with me and all of
your last memory of her before you heard about interviews was that hug.
Yes.
So when you heard those things, did you say, babe, how did we get here? Did you reach out?
No, because we were never friends. We were friendly, and I thought, okay, maybe it was going to develop into a friendship. And then when I just saw that, I was like, there's no point, I beg. That's it. And me, I'm an only child. I keep to myself a lot. I don't like making friends. My friends are very few, and I've known them for years. Before I warm up to someone and say the person is my friend, it takes a while. So if I see red flags from the beginning, I just run away. That's it.
What exactly did you say in answer to that?
So what?
To the Kid question she's talking about.
Outside the house?
Yes.
Exactly what she said. They did bad things under the sheets. That was it. I wasn't specific. I didn't want to say, okay, they kissed, because I didn't know what they did. But most people kept saying they did things. And then there were times I was sleeping beside your bed. So yeah, of course I was hearing things. Yeah. But I didn't say, okay, I heard this. I heard said they did bad things. It could be anything.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean I hate you, or it doesn't mean I'm bitter about you. It doesn't mean I don't wish you well. It didn't mean saying anything.
I'm just saying that.
I just want to, I'm not saying you said it,
and then
but I need to clear it out. I need it to be said out there that I actually don't have it for you. I'm not looking for people to start saying, okay, she's not going to amount to anything good. I would never say that. Honest, I would never say that. From everything that's been going on, I don't deserve all the things I've been told. Oh, have I ever said that? I'm not saying you. I'm just telling you so you know. So you know how hurtful it is.
But you're telling me how hurtful it is. Did I do it to you?
Because allies are part of you.
Okay, but you tell the people saying it, okay?
How many allies? There are too many allies. How will I be telling? Okay. There was the time I even went on a cussing spree because I had enough.
I've received insults from so many fans. I won't see
Have you received insults like you never amount to anything good? Have you received insults like
a picture with my mom and they photoshopped my mom's face on a naked body? I've seen that. I saw it today. I've seen plenty of things, and I would not direct it at the head of the fan base and blame it. I'm not the person.
Back to the point.
Yeah.
Right. So you never addressed her to say, because the impression you created, both of you created, is that at the end of the show, it was good. You saw things, you didn't reach out.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that because there was already a history with Kate, which she referenced, you decided, okay, this is another red flag? Because that one red flag, if you were good, should not be enough, in my opinion.
Exactly. But for me, she has always had an issue with me about Kid. And me, I've always had an issue with her about her attitude towards me. It has always been about her attitude towards me, not about Kid.
I've referenced many situations. There's a truth or dare. I kissed Kid. And next truth or dare, you're like, why did it take you so long? How am I supposed to think? That's one aside. Let me finish. Let me finish. Then there's another situation. It was Cruzo. Like, I don't have any business. I'm older than Kid. I don't have any. No, I need you to understand something because I'm not focusing on him. I also talked about
you. My problem with you is your attitude
Let's not go back into the house.
Forget kids. Like, forget him. It's your attitude to me. You get.
Okay, let's not go back into the house. Wait.
That's why you keep mentioning kids all the time. Kids.
They're mentioning you. So let's talk to you.
What happened?
What do you have to say about this? Because you seem to be the only name.
Boy, you can't afford me. I said nothing. So my opinion on this...
Well, you've also said things about me. You've said I'm weak as
You are weak as
So me saying you're community boy, why are you hurt about it?
I'm hurt?
Well, you sound like.
Okay.
Because I'm not going back and forth about what you said about me, or you're the one doing that.
Okay. So I have no opinion on this. Like, I'm not really interested in what she's in. Like, that's it.
Do you think this was a good enough reason for them to have this tiff that's still going on?
From what I understand, her issue with her is the attitude, but she keeps making it about me.
Exactly.
That's what it is. So your issue with her is your attitude towards her, not with me. And she keeps making it about me.
Bathoni, am I right to say that this is an issue with the fans and not her?
Now, outside the house, she did something now that I'm now saying is an issue with her.
What is that?
That's just what I explained now. I was seated there and she's like, I can't see this. Yes, that means the
why did you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I've always received negative energy from Anthony since I've been out of the house. I've always, like, every time, she's always cold. And since, imagine hugging someone and then the person leaves. When I came out of the house, I was expecting things to be cool. And then I saw that interview. And I'm like, okay, let me just keep my distance. And every time I see her, there's just this energy I get. I'm not
she doesn't like you?
Yes, and I'm fine with that. I'm very okay.
So we need to wrap this up.
No, sorry. First, that's not true. Maybe you're seeing something and not showing. That's not true. Because first, I invited you to my book launch, didn't I? So if I'm showing you, see, Erica, if we're being from what you're saying, you feel okay. You came out, you saw a clip about what I said. I want to apologize to you for what I said. But there's honestly no bad energy from me. Really.
Anything you want to say to wrap this up?
I'm also sorry for the bad energy I've been giving you. But that's just because I've been feeling it from you, so I decided to give it back to you. Sorry about that. I don't have problems with you too. Okay? Yeah.
Two things that could have ended how many months ago?
Aww. And that was how they reconciled. So, positive energy.
I don't think so.
Being an issue with both
Next,
of you.
Erica was
And
asked
outside of the
about
house,
the
it still looks like there isn't any
relationship.
relationship. Not that it looks like there isn't a relationship with you and Fee. Why is that?
Because I don't have anything to say to her. Like,
Why
when
not?
you just bond with some people people, and then you just don't bond with some people. That's it. Like, I don't know her, I don't talk to her, I don't have anything to say to her.
You know her, so you don't say you don't know her, you know her.
I don't know her.
You spent how many days?
And I wasn't talking much to her, so I don't really know.
Why is that? Why do you spend that much time with someone in the house and not know her?
Because there's negative energy from her.
Also, that's what I want to know.
It's not relevant to me.
Get me here, right? We're talking about outside of the house.
Yeah.
This is a competition. Things might have happened.
Yeah.
How does that still carry on outside of the house is what I'm trying to understand.
Okay, for me, my life was going a certain way. I went into the Big Brother house because I wanted to blow. I've been acting for 5 years before going into the Big Brother house. I wanted to blow. And I didn't exactly go in there to make friends. As I said, I don't know how to make a lot of friends. I came out and I just went back to my normal life, and I've been working. So if I felt negative energy from some people, I'm like, okay, now we don't have to see each other again. We just keep it moving. I don't even think about her. So like, I can't even say, oh, I have issues. Like, she's not in my head. I don't know her. She doesn't exist to me. That's it.
So it's convenient to say that because I know that there was a Lakon angle to it with the conversations that it looked like she might have had about you. And when that happened was when it looks like things completely went left for both of you. You guys were not necessarily friends at the time, but at that point it looks like there was a cancellation that happened. What exactly did she do that made you stop seeing her?
Say a lot of negative things about
Things
me.
like what?
I can't even remember. It's not that relevant to me, but I know there was time she said I did jazz, and then there was time she said I could break my leg and she won't feel a thing or something like that. She said I'm stupid, I'm weak. She said a lot of things about me. So what is the point? Like, it's only a stupid person that would want to even communicate with someone who has said so many negative things to the person. Like, why? Like, if you ask her now, what did I steal your biscuit or something? I don't understand. Like, what? It doesn't matter. Everybody has their reasons for doing things. We're all
So
adults.
Ibika had to ask
So
this
Venus
for
comes to
her
you because she
friends
says she doesn't see you. I
of
don't know if
you,
you see her,
and
but
this is
let
what
us
she said.
understand from your perspective how things have gotten to where we are now.
I do not associate myself with Erica in any. We don't talk. There's no point of talking. I just don't care. I just don't care.
You said a lot of things about her, like she said.
100%.
Why is that?
See, I'm a very defensive friend, firstly. Erica can say we didn't talk much in the house, but I remember we had conversations about Lekon more than once. And, yeah, 100%. Tolani was there,
What kind
one
of
of them.
conversations with us?
Where she expressed what she was going through with Lekon, how she felt about Kid, and I also gave my advices. I remember when you questioned me about the whole situation, the whole storm, I said what I said there, and I blatantly expressed that I did care more about Lekon's feelings than hers because I was closer to Lekon. I don't know if there was a comprehension situation because I feel like I speak very good English. So yeah, and then you asked me about the whole cast and bind thing. I told you that was banter. I told you Lekon that his move button would be impressed 100%, and it didn't get into a certain kind of, and after I said that thing, I even walked past and I was like, I think we should talk. And we spoke on that Sunday. I spoke to her on that Sunday and I was like, it's nothing personal. I'm just looking out for my friend. And I don't think you're a bad person. I've stated to you before, give him some space. He likes you. You're around each other 24/7 in the house. There's no way you can avoid each other. So he's going to struggle. I told her that to her face. And then the Sunday after that, when the whole Tolani bag situation came up, there was a lot of venom in her voice. And I felt like when you questioned her and you were like, oh, how do you feel about V and Neo's situation? And she was like, oh, I'm surprised that Neo hasn't asked her out. And you were like, oh, really? Okay, because you were there when Tiny Badge did this and did that. And it almost felt like a tit for tat. Bearing in mind, the Sunday before I spoke to her and I said, it was not personal. So do I feel like I need to have a conversation with Erica? No, I don't care for the situation at all. The kind of person I am is I look after my friends and my friends alone. I'm not looking for relationships with people I do not consider friends.
Tolani Badge, your name was mentioned. Do you think this should have been carried out outside of the house?
If they wanted to pursue a friendship or relationship, it's a conversation they could have had. But obviously, Erica doesn't care about V doesn't care either, so I think they're allowed to feel the way the errors. If you're the same way, I don't care about V2 and I didn't reach out to her, so yeah.
You're welcome. What was the additional comment?
I had to
Just for the fun of it.
I swear. 5 seconds club.
Just for the fun.
Okay, I mean, like I always say, I'm not a
So
force of
Auntie
friendships.
Tola has
I
spoken
just
her
want
mind.
people to be clear
This just shows
on where we are with
isn't
things.
any
Now let's come to you and
reconciliation
Lincoln.
for Erica and
You
or
obviously
anytime
ended up
soon.
leaving the show in circumstances that involved him. For a lot of people watching, it was a very complex situation, which was also in the house. But since the show has been over, has there been a chance, has there been a reach out from any party to say, okay, this thing happened, let's clear the air on things, because it was such a big deal. It led to you leaving the show. And
So I guess
it was
that's
about
the
the show.
impact.
Has this happened outside the house? Have you tried? Has he tried? Has there been any conversation at all?
No.
Why not?
Yes. So
Because I don't see the point.
Why not?
I think
You
I'll
came to the
just
show to win. I remember you very well on stage saying
Yes,
you
I
were here
would.
to
Yeah, I
shine
wanted to win.
and win and all of that. So
Yeah.
you can't say you don't see the point when it led to you not getting to your destination.
I went there for my career, not really to force friendships. If I met people who liked me, I would continue to be cool with them. I'm cool with about like 14 people here. Yeah, so at least those people, they're okay with me, so I'm fine with them. We chat once in a while. But for him, like, it's all about energy now. You know that like someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. So why pursue
How
a friendship?
do you mean he doesn't have your best interest at heart?
He said a lot of things about me. Like I watched stuff when I came out. I watched stuff and I'm just like, wow, I felt so stupid. I remember one time saying Lincoln was the only person that had my back in this house. I felt really stupid watching those videos, especially his conversations with both of them. So I just said I would never be stupid again like that. So that's it. That's it.
Kid, I know we had touched on this before, but just so we're clear. This was such a big deal. You and Tricky T come to mind a lot with that night. And the situation that happened at the dining and all of that. I know you also sort of tried to blame yourself a little bit. Maybe you should have handled things differently and maybe things would have turned out differently the way they did. Misunderstanding? Do you think they needed to have had a conversation at this point about that day?
Outside the house?
Yes.
I don't think they need to do anything. They're both adults. They're both very busy. And obviously they clearly know how they feel about each other. And I don't think it's something I would have forced for them to speak. Because I know how Erica felt about him. So for me, it's like a sensitive thing. I didn't want to sort of, push her to talk to him. And I felt like she was in her right to feel how she wants to feel and distance herself from what she feels is probably negative energy. Because, when you have so much love and kindness in your heart, you want to stay away from things that don't bond with your energy. You should do that. So that's her decision.
Yeah.
I mean, very often in life we think you need to speak to someone and get closure. Someone's closure may be not speaking to that person and then moving on. Because time is the best healer.
Yeah.
So maybe next year they could become best of friends or they could speak about it. Right now it's still very early. I mean, it's 9 months or 8 months out of the house. Tensions are still quite high. But I'm pretty sure once a new season starts and, again, when life humbles you and you sort of just grow as time goes on. One of them might reach out and be like, you know what, it's cool.
I mean, you are very good friends with Erica. What does she say about that day? Because it was a big day, and it defined a lot about what she has become, whether for good or whatever it is. Do you sense a certain resentment still?
No, she's just focused on herself. I mean, honestly, Erica has literally been focusing on herself, on her career, and her acting. And it's always just been that people want to make it seem like it's other things to do with the house. But once you put the house behind you and you want to move on, you kind of just focus on yourself. And that's what she's been trying to do. Well, that's what she is doing. But really, people are actually just focusing on themselves. And I don't think anyone has resentment anymore because, again, life is humble. Alright, fine. I'll speak myself, but what I'm trying to say is that
Not for what I've been seeing here so far.
No, but like I said, like I said, she's focused on herself.
Pretty thing coming out of it.
Why?
Because I think he's just a snake and he's just going to act all like he's going to make people pity him as usual, act like the saint, and it's not going to be genuine. So there's no point, and really there's no relevance. Like, as that we only knew each other for like 2 months, right? Only in my 27 years of living, I only knew him for 2 months. So it's no relevance, honestly. And there's nothing that I'll ever trust that comes out of his mouth. So there's no point. And as I look at him, I still feel very stupid for ever saying that he's the best, he's like my best friend in the house and the person that had my back and all of that. Yeah. That's it. So sorry, please, I have a question. Wait. There was a video I saw where he was saying, if I had a chance to talk to Erica, I'll tell her she's smart, she's this, she's strong. So, please, are we not on the same group chat? Uncle, why are you pretending in front of the cameras? And then, if you really wanted to talk to me, you would have spoken to me. Don't say if you had a chance to talk to Erica, you would say this and that. When you had my number in that group chat, you never ever said anything. See, like own it now. It's a big deal. You don't like me, I don't like you. We don't ever want to talk to each other, but don't go out and form saints and form, oh, I'm such a good guy, I want everyone to pity me and vote for me so that I can win and all of that. And then what happened? Well, that's it. I just feel like be true to who you are. Stop pretending.
Okay, before I go to him, if he had called you, would you have answered?
If he had sent a message and if the message made sense, yeah.
Because you're saying
Not if he called me.
This is why I'm asking this question. You're saying, you've said a couple of times that there's no chance.
Yeah.
But you're also saying, why didn't he call? So I'm wondering if he had called.
No, there's no chance now.
So if you had reached out then.
Time now.
Okay.
And when I first came out, I did a video now saying, I don't hate you. I'm sorry. Even I apologized before leaving the house. Immediately they said, oh, you're disqualified. I said, I'm sorry to everybody. I made that video saying thank you to Big Brother, and I made that short interview also saying that I saw the video of myself when I was drunk talking, and I felt really ashamed of myself for even going off. And I said, Lekon, I don't hate you, and blah 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 blah. I apologized to him. Then immediately after that video, after I made that I gave the interview, I came out, I met my people, I started seeing videos, and I'm like, hey, okay, you've been so stupid. That's it. And I started seeing so many videos, and I'm just like, wow. I take back my apology. I take back, like, let me just run far from this person, which is okay. Don't be forming saints here, okay?
So, is that a valid point to say you had a number if you really wanted to reach out to get a reach out? Is that a valid point, you think?
I came out of the house and I remember that there was this issue of Lekon and Erica following each other or something. So I asked my people, like, what's up with that? And they said they followed her, and I don't know if it was her, but I'm guessing it's not her, or maybe it was her, I don't know. But so when you block someone on Instagram, apparently shows that you are not following the person, but the person is following you or something, I don't know. But that happened like thrice. So, and the video you made, I promise you I didn't watch it.
Okay.
So I didn't see the video of her apologizing and everything. And
but me, I shall watch all your videos of you saying rubbish. Okay?
oh, so should I have texted her in the group chat? Like, I mean, I'm wary of the kind of things that will come out of you trying to be good and then you getting whatever it is you get from me. Because it's as simple as you're being genuine with things that you say, and you try as much as possible to make sure that this person understands, or these people understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, and you still kind of get misinterpreted or misunderstood.
I feel like a lot of these fans are extremely toxic. It is quite concerning. Do some of us engage in that toxicity? Yes. I had
to get a mentor who would always remind me that put yourself first. Don't let these fans dictate what you need to do.
People kept texting me, Watoni, why do you keep liking Dorothy and Prince's posts? They don't comment on your posts.
People to draw a tattoo or something, and then you were now going on this rant, and it became a whole firestorm. As quickly as you can, what were you thinking when you made that?
Cruise.
Okay.
I just saw the whole. I wouldn't want to mention people's names. I saw the whole tattoo, people paying, people compensation on social media, and I just went on Twitter. I just said that Boss Naija, who is going to tattoo me and all that with an emoji laughing. And then that same night, I did live on Instagram. They were asking me, Katrina, are you sure you want this tattoo? You tweeted. I was like, no ways. There is no way. I was just cruising and everything. And then I started seeing tags. A few weeks later, I started seeing tags on a certain blog, and people calling me out that I asked someone to tattoo me and I wasn't owning up to it. And it was really, for me, if you are actually my fan and you did this stuff, you send me a direct message or try to reach me. But instead, you took it on social media, you tag blog, you sent
But you put it on social media.
What?
You put it on social media, which is where they probably say, which was not on your live later, right?
Yes, to address it. I'm saying if this girl was, because at the end of the day, at least everything sorted itself out. She wasn't my fan, she was just chasing clouds, she just wanted money. If you were doing this thing to say, I love Katrina, I'm proud of her, I'm a Boss Nation, that's the reason why I'm doing this, you will contact me directly. But there was no contact whatsoever. You went on blog, and also addressed the issue online the same way the said girl took it to blogs. Yeah. And that was it for me. So I wasn't against
all adults here, and whatever we see online, it's up to us how we want to react to it. Because the way I see it is social media is a strong facade. I don't care about impressing people on there. I just want to make money, be successful, and do what I need to do. A lot of people don't think maturely like that. A lot of people are addicted to clout, and it's up to the individual how they take the things that they see from fans. I feel like a lot of these fans are extremely toxic. It is quite concerning. Do some of us engage in that toxicity? Yes. Hell to the freaking yes. But at the end of the day, it all depends on the kind of person you are. I use this platform to promote my talents, promote myself, and I'm very grateful to that platform. And when the next season comes, I'm gonna, kind of push myself away from that, and the next set can do what they need to do. I feel like everybody here is everybody. Everybody's different. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Solaniba, you are famous for being, very social media. Thank you. And you also engage fans a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe as against what she said about how she feels about social media, you are very, you engage a lot with the fans. You also sort of, like we've heard here, some of your relationships have been defined by what fans have said or done to you, or how they've said things to you or reacted to you. Also, sometimes even your fans might have said things that have determined how you see other people. Why do you think they have that much of a power?
Over me? Or in general? Okay, let me start by saying when I first came out of the house, obviously everything was new to me. I didn't know what was going on. It brought my mood down a little bit because I felt like the fans were demanding a lot. It was like, if you posted today, you need to post tomorrow. I just was not doing enough, and it was very overwhelming to me. I had to get a mentor who would always remind me that put yourself first. Don't let these fans dictate what you need to do. So I think I've just learned to differentiate between the real life and, social media. Here and there, yes, I give them gospels to let them know that it's only one thing I need to say, that I would trend and enter Insta blog. I do need to let them know sometimes that they need to shut up and I'm totally bad. You don't talk to me like that. So it's fun. I do it for cruise sometimes because I could easily just, I block a lot of people too. But even the people I block, I still see more of them. So they get blocked. If I don't feel like blocking, I respond to them and I enjoy it.
Do you think they have the power over the housemates? sometimes?
People are different. I'm pretty sure it's probably a reason why, some housemates are not friends with each other. One, plays a huge factor, and maybe why Nicole and Erica cannot rekindle what they have because of what fans would say. So it's a lot of factors, but I will say that the fans play a huge role in it. Yeah.
I'll agree the fans control some of us, maybe not all of us. Speaking for myself, there was this situation where people kept texting me, Watoni, why do you keep liking Dorothy and Prince's posts? They don't comment on your posts, they don't like your posts. Subconsciously, I actually stopped doing that. Like, I knew, I kept doing it, I knew they were not doing it, but I'm like, okay. So another person kept texting me or DMing me, yeah, an Olodo, why are you still liking that? So I'm like, okay, let me stop, so I'm not an Olodo. But sometimes, occasionally, I see his posts, I see Dorothy's posts, I just like. So yeah, I've been controlled once.
Erica, you have more than 5 fans. Is your words. And you have also always tweeted. I mean, I've seen things as well where you would say the only people that matter to you are your elites are very important to you.
Yes.
So a lot of what they say matter to you, obviously. A lot of what they say matters to you because you engage in them quite often. A lot of your engagement is to your elites.
Yeah,
a good part of that.
Yes.
So which means that whatever their opinions or whatever it is about you matters. So how do you handle that and also draw the line?
First of all, I know a lot of people disguise as my fans and try to paint my fans as toxic. Some people come into my DMs and insult me or tell me, why did you post this kind of picture? It looks somehow. Or why are you talking to this person? Or why did you comment on somebody's page or something? And I'm like, I'm not scared to block you. I block a lot.
Even people who claim to be your fans?
Yes. If you come and you insult me or you try to control me, I don't think you're my fan. If you love me, yeah, I respond to a lot of like, oh, I love you, and I let my fans know they're important to me because they didn't meet me, but they just loved me and they've supported me so far. So I'm very grateful.
Have you handled other fans though?
Other fans, I don't even see. I block a lot. I block a lot. I don't even see them. The ones that masquerade as my fans and send me insults, those ones I get really angry about those ones and I block them a lot too. I've even had this conversation with a fan-turned friend before. I spoke to the person. I was like, why do Big Brother fans like enmity so much? You as a human being, if you fight with your friend today and you guys probably don't talk for like 1 month, does that mean you cut them off forever? If they apologize or if you guys like, you might say, okay, I'm not talking to this person, but at least at some point you guys will talk again now. I mean, it's not that serious. I'm not going to gather enemies. Like, it makes no sense to me. So I've let people know that it doesn't make sense.
Regards to them.
Yes, it doesn't make sense.
You know what? Take the fans. Let's look at the fans. Let's have a question from a fan.
Hey, Bright Hope. You always ask the housemates to apply pressure. What does that mean?
Right, so.
Okay, the question is, it's normal, like when you want something, go for it. Just apply pressure, it's simple, it's general principle, so
That's your theory in life.
that's just it. Always, I want something, apply pressure. It's as simple as that.
And I just want to say thank you once again. It's been another great day. Thank you to the fans. I know we did try to mention, if you guys can explain this fan situation to me, I would really appreciate it. And I think I say this every season. It's a great show, which is why it's this popular. And I understand the love and the passion you have for the housemates, but I will never understand why we need to get to the point where, hate is what sort of is almost seen as the theme of this show. It breaks my heart because there's so much that can come out of this, of what this show is. You know, people love the show, people love to watch the show, but I think it's a bit of a disservice to what people like these housemates bring to the show when you see comments like, oh, Big Brother fans are so toxic. Because I think we're a bit more than that, and it would be nice to see the conversation being elevated a little more. And, you know, just all us showing that, I mean, you can disagree, but it doesn't have to get to a point where, you know, lives are important, you know, people are causing out people's families. So I appeal about this every year. I think maybe one or two people listen. If one person listens, I think I'll be happy enough for that. But please, let's try and elevate the conversation and take this forward going further. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll see you guys next time.